Alright, here's how to play the Pixies on guitar. I'm going to use this nylon guitar because I'm too lazy to get my other one, but I attached the best tab I could find, which I like this one because it's accurate and it's simple. There's another one that's even more accurate, but it's a little hard to follow, and I kind of prefer these ones when there's less parts so you can kind of see the whole deal, unless you're really into the song. So first of all, the key of the song is E major. So the 7 chords in the key of E major are E major, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A, B major, C sharp minor, then D sharp diminished, and then E major. But this song has a few exceptions to it. So if you're into music theory, they change the 3 chord, they make it into a major chord, which is kind of cool. And they do some cool stuff that you don't really see in pop songs that much, which is making the 4 chord, which is A major, into a minor chord. But if you don't know about theory, then that's probably boring, but it's pretty cool if you know about the theory, just to see that you can make a pretty catchy song using some of those tricks. So first of all, whenever I learn a song, I like to know where the bass notes are. I'm going to do my bar chords from, so you're going to go 0. And the 4th fret on the A string, and then the 4th fret on the E string, and the 5th fret. So usually it doesn't matter how good you get at guitar, it's always just a good habit to find the bass notes, and if you ever want to learn songs by ear yourself, that's really the trick. So and what's cool too is when you're first learning a song and you're doing the bass notes, you can kind of feel the rhythm before you have to get into the bar chords. So I'll do it one more time. 0, so E, C sharp, these are the bass notes, G sharp, A, E, C sharp, G sharp, A, and then we add the full chord, so E major, which is 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0, that's the tab of it. And then you got your bar chord here, which is C sharp minor. You just move that shape down, but this is G sharp major. Then you slide it over a half step, A major, E major, C sharp minor, G sharp. And you'll see in the tab, sometimes they're strumming in the lower parts of the notes, sometimes they're hitting the bass notes. But I mean, really, you can just hold the whole chord down and just hit the lower parts of the strings. And sometimes hit the whole chord. So those are the chords for the main part. And then when they say we're way out in the water, this is a really cool chord progression. They go E major, and then they go G sharp major, A major, A minor, C sharp minor, and then B major, which I think it sounds better doing on the 7th fret than right here. So E major, G sharp major, A major, and there's a pause, and then... So I'm not going to spend the time to tab out everything because you should just check out the tab that I found because it's much clearer. But one trick for bar chords, if you're new, is make sure that your finger is touching all the strings, like the side of your finger. Because a lot of beginners will go like that, and then you get the wrong strings in there. Or else see people doing weird stuff where their finger goes like into the next fret. And really, it should be pretty flat, but it does have a little bit of curve to it, and it goes on the outer side. Should be touching all the strings. You also don't need to kill yourself and push too hard. You really just need to put pressure on there and the top strings. Another trick is if you can do power chords, start with the power chord, then add your middle finger. And these are the 2 easiest bar chord shapes. So this is actually a really good song to learn bar chords from. And the riff in the beginning is really simple. I like to use these 2 fingers right here on the 9th fret. So that's the 9th fret on the G and the B string. And I like to use these 2 fingers. It just goes. And do that again. And then you change this 9th fret to the 8th fret. And I put my middle finger back. So 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. 8, 9, and then, and that's 9, 9, 8, 9, 9. kind of sucks that if you're playing by yourself, you can't do both parts, but you can actually do this. Is kind of a cool trick. These same two notes are right here. You can just use your ear. That's the 4th fret and the 5th fret. 5th fret on the B string, sorry, and the 4th fret. You can actually go like this. Oh, then you gotta change it. So that's getting a little advanced maybe for some people, but it's kind of a cool way to start the song out if you're doing it by yourself. So you hold down these two and you go E in the bass, and then C sharp in the bass, and then G sharp in the bass, but you gotta change these to 4/4. And I use the open A string because instead of having to hold that down. So if that was too advanced, then don't worry about it. Then the last part of the song is the solo. So the solo comes in after they do Way Out in the Water part, and it goes like this. You go 7th fret. Now there's a little bend thing, so I'll show you. It's hard to do on nylon, but it sounds pretty bad on nylon. But the way I would learn the riff, first of all, is just to play the single notes without the little bend. But the bend is you hold down this note and your 3rd finger on 9th fret, and you try to bend this up so it actually matches this note, but it gets really dissonant in between. I have to bend this way too far to do it, but 7, 7, 9, sorry, 7, 7, 7, 9, 9, 7, 7, 9. So there's 2 guitars going on, so I mean this might be a little wrong, but it sounds best when I'm just playing along with the track. 7, 7, 7, 9, 9, 7, 7, 9. And then you go the next part, is a little trickier. On the G string, 7, 9, 7 slide to 10. Play 10 again. 2 12s. And you bend this last note up. So 7, 9, 7, 10, 10, 12. It's kind of hard for me to say all those numbers as I do it fast, but it's 12, 12, 10, 10, 12, 12, and then 14. And you bend 14 as you pick it a bunch of times. So the whole thing sounds like this. So 7. So that's that. So I'm going to just play the song. So you can start out the intro if you're clever with this. It's kind of cool. Otherwise, you just got to start with the bar chords. E, C sharp minor, A major, E, C sharp minor, G sharp major, A major, and then you can do like lower. Just strum the bottoms, even just the bass note. And then the next part, the Way Out in the Water, E, G sharp, A major, A minor, C sharp minor, and then B on the 7th fret, and then right back into this. And then when you do Way Out in the Water, then you go into the solo. So E, G sharp, A major, A minor, C sharp, and then 1 strum of B, and then you gotta get to this. The solo sounds kind of lame too if you're doing it by yourself, so really it's the best way to do the song is just to get good at the bar chords and just sing it. But it's kind of hard to pull off the way that Frank Black sings the song, so good luck. If you want me to remake the video and work more on the solo with a different guitar, just send me a message how to make guitar riffs on YouTube. I'm going to be putting out a lot of videos over the next month. So also I'm taking requests for other songs. Let me know. Thanks.